See you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. What season the day? Digital finance, underneath of love, serving food the what goes to rising as a beat and it Eastern on P2GTV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
All right. Grand Rising, everybody. We are here. How we doing today? Grand Rising. Welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases, our Mental Wellness Monday on MLK Day.
Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome. This is Alvin Thomas, the Gold Banker, coming to you live 1 gram at a time. And yes, it is MLK Day. It is MLK Day.
All right. I know. The reason we say I know is because we had a bit of a there was a bit of a conversation around doing this show and naming it MLK Day, because we want to, or even talking about MLK and what that means. And people, you might get very upset, but I need us to be in a real conversation. And when I say real, I mean, let's get out of the heady emotional conversation and talk about really what MLK has come to mean. And if you want it to mean something, you have to be there to change it. You have to be the one to change that.
Definitely have to be in that conversation.
Every time. It never fails. Every time we get a conversation around a leader, former leader, great person in time, it's like we've been given leadership to represent that. Look, see, once upon a time, they did it too. You did it. We showing you equality because you fought for this, that, and the other. I'm going to ask you right now, if you got a right, why you got to fight for it? Who has to fight for their rights? Things that you know what a right is? A right in nature to live free as an individual without being put upon by another individual. That right there is travesty. Right there it's still going on because our community is under the impression that somebody else did the work. We see this happen over and over. Ask you a question. What the hell have y'all seen Black Lives Matter do lately? I know, what is his name? Reverend Sharpton, he's still out there making noise, but what big dent is he making nowadays? That's because y'all didn't realize that you were being cattled into leadership. Not being taught to lead, to stand up. See, that's look, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Panther Party they were a triple threat, and people didn't understand that because they weren't creating leaders for one person. They were creating leaders as individuals, training your kids into new ways of being, showing y'all the rules from the ground up, from below the ground up, showing y'all where the roots really lie. They had to dismantle that because it was the first time any organization was doing what really needed to be done to shift the regime.
Because the Black Panther Party was more of, it was an education process, and that's what the difference was. Because when you're educating what to do and how to do it, it's a lot different than come follow me. This is what I'm doing. Stand behind me, and I will be your voice and on the scene. I'll be your voice on the mic. I'll be another preacher for you to follow. And
so while you're being seen, while in churches and all these other places where y'all gather and you put your fist up and you got the person standing at the podium making the big speech and all the people standing there, ain't none of the laws changed. Ain't none of the rules changed. You still got the beat down all the way up there. You understand?
All the way up to the stage.
Y'all still got the beat down all the way up there. You got a lot of people to feel sorry for you. But my question is how many major organizations or corporations did you build? How many society changes did you make in your community? How did your community grow from the experience following it? Because you didn't just get the surface look, you got the foundation. I'm, out here trying to reach out to these nonprofits. I'm starting to recognize how many of them are just a cover. Sad, right? I'm starting to find out how many of our so-called nonprofits are out here just a cover. Because you know what? I offer foundational learning and financial literacy, digital financial literacy. Yeah, I do. And it tells me, and by the way, anybody notice that digital financial literacy is all we got nowadays? That's all there is.
Mhm.
You don't know how to learn digital technology to be able to manage financial literacy in a way that actually gives you foundation. Nobody's teaching that. Everybody teaching you how to buy the products.
Yep. I was just out yesterday, and I was in my lobby. There's a bunch of flyers out about budgeting, how to open bank accounts, and
Yep. How to
we
stay.
all know how to open a bank account. That's not a problem. They give them to you. When
Yep.
you get hired at your job, they're telling you, "Hey, let's set up this direct deposit. We got
Yep.
you. We'll send it right to the bank for you."
They doing it with kids. Get this card, parents. Manage their
But
money.
what stuck out to me when I looked at the flyer that I saw, it said
Mm-hmm.
financial literacy for a new millennium.
Yeah, my question is, are they teaching everything? Are they teaching what they
They're
say?
not. Nowhere on the flyer, and there's a whole calendar go with it. I'm going to put it up so people can see it later. But there's a whole calendar, and none of it revolves around cryptocurrency, blockchain learning, cybersecurity. None of it is on there. The things you need to maintain yourself.
What's called digital property investments, how to create
None of that is
property.
none of that available to you.
Nope. Cyber safety, none of that. And that's so funny because I'm starting to see some of the folks that used to watch me doing my thing. They're, we got to add security. Yeah, now I've been adding security since day one. I teach cyber safety, part of our course. The reason we've had to do that is because I can't just put you out in the wild unprepared. See, we don't just not only arm you with the tools on not only how to research, find opportunities and take advantage of them, but you also have to protect. A lot of folks will put you right back in the system that's sucking your finances down with the dollar. So I'm not gonna. I have a lot of cool stuff for y'all today. We really on it. Like I said, shout out MLK Day for those who are celebrating. I hope that your celebration leads to some sort of application of something new or foundation.
Yeah.
I hope y'all realize that we got to stop looking to just take a day off and start using this time to come together and build. Because unfortunately, y'all out there eating food, sleeping late, doing whatever it is you do. My question is that how did your life deeply enrich from that day? And I'm glad that they're celebrating, they're showing respect to it. My question is how do you show your respect to that day? Because I'm gonna be really honest, MLK, nothing but another street. There's a name on top of some things around my community, and they're not the best well taken care of.
No, and it's
So
we got a whole nother thing coming up in our neighborhood, and that's like we'll share it a little bit after. But I'm thinking it's like we just had a whole new shift in location for one of our homegrown businesses, and I think that's like it's a shame.
Well, no, I'm gonna just go with you on this one, y'all. They will move us around the board as long as we let them. If you don't understand and you used to doing what you used to doing, then it's a shame. That's who it's a shame for, Mr. Thomas. And we'll share a little bit of that toward the end. For those who live in Harlem, those who visit Harlem, y'all know there's we have a African Mart. We got like little Africa right here in Harlem.
Yep.
Beautiful place. But once again, the ground was moved up under them, and this is not the first time. So
no, it is not.
Think about what's happening in your hood or in the community you like to support. So let's go. We're gonna get a little bit on it. It's what's happening in the world, what to do next. Y'all know I like to get in a little bit of that ITM trading. We want to get that official info so we can see what's happening. It's about 3 minutes. It's just actually their promotion. Today we're gonna do a little promotion for a free event they're doing online for information. I'm not telling y'all to buy a thing. As a matter of fact, I'm telling you do the opposite. Don't buy till you get your information. Don't buy a damn thing. And like I said, don't believe anything anyone says. This is not me co-signing. This is me saying, show up. Let's go get that information together.
Absolutely.
Let's go take a look at this so we could come back to the community and see how we could use it. Y'all get where I'm coming from? All right, cool. Let's get it.
of 2026. Join us live on January 20th for an exclusive webinar featuring Titans, Frank Justra, Rick Rule, and yours truly, pulling it all together with hard-hitting questions and real-time insights.
This precious metals bull market is following a path that I have observed in my life 3 times before. I've seen transition go from the metal to the best of the best. After it goes from the best of the best, it goes to the best of the rest. We are in a gold and gold equities bull market now. We're not waiting for it. We're here.
People are saying, well, gold's in a bubble now. It's too late to buy. No, you got to get away from that thinking, because you have to realize that there's a dynamic happening here that is a once in a century dynamic. We are in the middle of a change of the global monetary system. There is going to be a reset. I've been talking about this for years, well, on your show for years and years and years, that the reset is coming, and we're in the middle of it happening. It's happening in front of our eyes.
Nobody, I think, is suggesting that the world is going to come to an end, but we are all suggesting that the set of circumstances that we enjoyed for 40 years have changed, and we're going to have to adapt to that change.
The American system is so broken. You know, the fantasy that you can address a debt crisis by issuing more debt and then monetizing that debt with fake money, that game has never worked, and it's been happening since politicians were wearing togas 2,000 years ago, and it fails every time.
Over the period of the 1970s, the purchasing power of the dollar declined by 75%.
And you think within the next 10 years, it will devalue by?
75%. I think past is prologue. I don't see any way out. I don't think that we have the political will to say to old folks like me, yeah, you paid in for 60 years, but you're not going to get it.
It's becoming very, very clear that fiat currencies are in trouble. Overnight, like the world just came down from a 50-year-long LSD trip where they were hallucinating that this time it would be different, that a fiat currency could survive this sort of abuse that's heaped upon it by central banks and governments of every stripe and color over the years. So we've had 50 years of a fiat system that everybody believed in, and now we're realizing that, as history has proven over and over and over again, fiat currencies collapse to zero. They all do throughout the centuries. This has been a good long run. It's been the dollar, like all other currencies, have been abused with debt and printing. And there's a point when people go, okay, the game's up.
There has been skepticism about the gold price on and off for a very long time. People say to me now, gold's done very well of late. Do you think that's over? And I try to point out to them that in the decade of the 1970s, the last time that the US dollar enjoyed, if that's the right phrase, a precipitous decline in purchasing power, that the gold price ran 30-fold. And I think one conclusion that came out of that panel is that although everybody had different interpretations of the problem, interestingly, everybody had the same solution.
You're cheering now for $10,000 or $20,000 gold. Be careful what you wish for, because it's not going to be a pretty world. And that's my honest take on it. We're going to dive into the explosive outlook for precious metals, critical resources, energy, and the massive opportunities unfolding right now in 2026. Seats are limited and going fast. This powerhouse discussion is one you do not want to miss. Save your spot today. Register right now at the link below or scan the QR code on your screen. Lock in your free seat before January 19th. We'll see you there with Justra, Rule, and me live.
With that, I say, let's go. Let's go to the party.
They put up some very serious information of that one. I don't know if everyone got all of that. They said in 1970, our purchasing power of the fiat currency declined 75% from where it was. And he also said, what do you expect in the next 10 years?
Now, for those
do exactly the same thing.
Mr. Thomas, because they use sometimes words people aren't familiar with. People understand cash. We're talking cash. When we say fiat, your physical cash, those dollar bills.
The stuff that rolls in your pocket.
They are not backed by anything except the promises and the good faith in the United States debt. And so, and please, don't believe a word I say. Go open up a dollar bill and look what it says that it's good for. It's written on the bills. Every bill you own tells you what it means. And the fact that we have not been taught to look at the money, We weren't trained. Well, and, it goes back to that civil rights time. You know what I'm saying? Back to our civil rights. Y'all want to celebrate? Celebrate and the opportunity for new education to really move your life. Because throwing up your fist and talking about what somebody did back in the day and you ain't been moving, your life has not been better. People talk about if they didn't sit at them counters, we could have sat at our own damn counters. See, y'all forget Black Wall Street existed. We stopped trying to sit at their counters and we sat at ours. And we blasted the financial output in our own community for 100 years. 100 years. So don't tell me about, I hate to say, don't tell me about MLK, because all those civil rights movements it degraded what we could do before we even asked for it. It degraded what was possible. And now we're telling you get a second chance. You get a second chance for the Black Wall Street process in your own house. You got these things. They didn't have these at home. They didn't have networks. They weren't connected enough to protect themselves. And now y'all got blockchain.
Absolutely. We always, make the joke that, you're 6 degrees of separation. When we got the internet and we were able to actually transact and do our bankings online, it brought us that much closer to what we were able to do and what we were able to control. Wow. You have a say in how this. You really have a say in how this goes.
For the first time in your life, and they're trying to make sure you don't say.
They're
trying to that information. Oh, crypto bad and this, that, and the other, and leave you in a. It's time to get out of the rhetoric conversation, y'all. We here at P2G don't play this. You on Breakfast with the Thomases. P2G is the education arm of that to make sure our community not only keeps opportunities, but we understand how to find them. We get to figure out how to put our hands on and move these opportunities. Look, I'm in a community with a bunch of people who have different levels of learning and stuff. You know what I do? I'm level 1. I make sure that you got the foundation. This P2G here it makes sure that you have the foundation to understand them people who are going to take you to the next level, because they talk fast. They have time.
That happens.
They dealing with so many people. Well, we deal with a lot of people, but our goal is that you get the foundation that lasts and that you can teach in your household. Regardless of, brother said, blockchain is the standard. How you doing, bro? Brother Ramon Wilson up in the house. I love it. We got community coming up in here. I want to just say, one, I want to give a shout out to everybody on all levels. We are multi-streaming. We thank you so much. We're on stereo. We're on Clapper. My Clapper family, Grand Rising from other countries here, I see. We are literally around the world today. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and yeah, I can't even believe my other YouTube is still going. God bless, yo. we back on now. We back on. All right, and Twitter, we out here. You know why? Because who's telling us the truth? Who's speaking community in this conversation in your ear? Y'all talking about getting another job. I'm all for it. You need a foundation. But my question is did you learn what to do with the money once you get it?
That's the conversation in itself.
You ain't making enough money. No. See, the thing about it is you don't know what blockchain is set up to be able to really do. You don't know what how the times have changed because y'all not in a new conversation. Y'all see it on TV, see the celebrities doing it, and the instant I'm not good enough comes on in your head. We here to turn that around. You were always good enough. You just weren't taught your history. You were taught your struggle. Does that make sense? Okay, let me say that again for those who need to hear it again. You were not taught your history. You were taught your struggle. And as long as you have your struggle as your history, you will always be down and never believe. So we're not here to make you believe a damn thing. We're here to get you some facts and let you decide. So let's get some facts together. Mr. Thomas, you wanted to talk. Like I said, we're going to take about a minute on MLK.
Okay.
Take a minute on MLK. We got to talk about how the world is moving. Blockchain is awesome. You still need the real world. You got to have real world. When we talk about gold, silver, and we're talking about crypto, I'm talking about real world. And you need to know what that looks like real world. Self-custody.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a big
Absolutely.
word. That's a big a vocabulary phrase. Self-custody. And if ain't nobody talking about self-custody, they ain't talking. And they don't even know it. When people will come to me and ask me questions about, oh, yo, Ruby, what you think? We'll stop this, that, and this. Stop. That's paper. That's a promise. I don't own that. I don't hold that. Those are temporary things for me. I use that to get to the real.
And we've been talking about this, the paper markets for quite a bit, and we're telling people that you don't own it. And all of them have a clause that says we can pay you back in the fiat currency of the day.
Promise,
or the cash. They'll pay you back in cash. Let me stop using the word fiat. We just pay. They'll pay you back in cash, and there's nothing you can say because they will chalk it up to an act of God.
Yes, they will.
They'll
And that's it. It's in. But you see, that's the other thing. People don't read, and they depend on that. When you get in there, here, sign this. Hold up a second. I'll be back. Oh, you can't take that. Well, I can't take that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't take that.
I laugh. It's funny. I laugh about it because now there was a time when I was quick to sign everything. I was looking at I went back years. I found one of my old T-Mobile contracts that I did when I first had it. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but on the back of your phone contract, there's two sides. There's a side you sign willingly, and there's a yellow copy with faded gray writing on it.
Which says what, Mr. Thomas?
That gives you that is the real contract that tells you what you can and cannot do in the contract, what they're entitled to do to you, what they're allowed for you to have. One of the things I learned on that contract, and they don't really tell you about it, they tell you have 15 days to return the phones to the store. You don't have 15 days. You actually have 30 days.
Oh.
It's called the buyer's remorse clause. And it's on the back of the contract in gray that you can't really see. They never talk about it.
Okay.
And that connection fee that stores charge you for $35 connection fees, they're not allowed to it because it's actually your phone is actually paid for.
Ooh. Okay. So we're not getting deep into contracts today.
But we're gonna, I want people to actually go back and look.
On Sundays when we have that conversation, we go deep into the laws. We go deep into the laws and things like contracts and trust and all that. Oh, it's so good.
But I really just want to say this about MLK before we're not going to deep dive.
Ready to look. You running into your time, brother. We got more stuff.
We're not going to deep dive. What I want you guys to realize is the term "I have a dream" isn't a dream. It's for you to stand up, take your power, and take action. That's all I want to tell you about. That is all "I have a dream" means.
Well, that was the whole purpose of his.
That was the whole conversation. Don't wait for anybody to hand you anything because you're already there. You're good enough. Go get it.
He actually had a dream that each and every person, regardless of how they looked, what they believed, had the ability to live out their true selves in a community and society together without being put upon. That is actually the breakdown of the whole damn machine, the whole speech. That's all it was. His dream was that you got to live free and to grow and build together without scrutiny. Now, my question is, how many of y'all went and did that? See, it's not how
what free was.
It's not about how many did that to us. It's about how many of y'all did that. How many of y'all are doing that? Or are y'all just making special meals, coming together, hanging out with your friends, taking the day off and sleeping late?
That's the true question.
Okay. If you're not having a community get together on how we come up, then baby, I ain't got time for you. If you're doing another dancing show, because you got those, celebration of this, that, and the other. I'm glad y'all celebrating. Talk to me about how you moving, you making a movement in the community. How are we the foundation and not some other third party? I got a lot of politicians that'll help you celebrate. A lot of them. There's a little money here, little food there, but baby, don't believe the hype. Most of them, like I said, I've been talking to a lot of nonprofits because that's what we're doing. We're actually taking this education to nonprofits, letting them know Your funding needs to go to the foundation of rebuilding, helping your people rebuild without needing. But the fact is those organizations don't get paid less you need. Y'all figure that out yet? Politicians don't get paid less you need.
Yep.
It's the whole definition of their job. You, on the other hand, don't function quite that way, right? You don't get paid unless you work. And you can't live long term unless you know what to do with the money that you get. Because once they get that money in your name, they know exactly what they want to do with it.
And it's not about you.
No.
You usually get I dubbed that you get the crumbs, because those are the events they put on after they've taken the lion's share to do what they signed the contract for.
Yeah.
They said, we're going to do this on your behalf. Here's the crumbs for you, and we're going to do this other thing over here on the other side that you don't pay attention to the other side that we're talking about. Just worry about, we have this little dinner for you, a little buffet. We're going to give you these bags. We're going to say
that we're going to give them these good
trinkets.
Samaritan workers. We got folders, flyers, all kinds of stuff. Baby, let me share something with you. I'm not looking for an award. I'm not looking for a trophy. I have that all myself. My knowledge base with action is my trophy in life, because where and how I live according to what I build. I don't need someone to give me. Because like we said, a good friend of ours said, if you let them feed your family, you're going to let them starve your family. And that's what you've been doing. And it's time for us to recognize, even having those who have been in work and jobs for long periods of time, that's exactly what you've been doing. By not having not having a progressive, self-owned financial literacy. You guys only know what you give others to do. You put your money in someone else's hands and say, hey, could you go do something for me? Or you live under their contracts, not knowing how to move yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when those days run out, the money has run out, the opportunity has run out. You find yourself in a position where you're needing and desperate. I'm saying, while you're not desperate right now, you need to start moving. Because like that brother said on that video, time is not up. Stop. A lot of people, can't get gold and silver. And so you better get that stuff. And I mean, physically. We help people figure it out. I actually we just did a gold and silver New Year. We did a precious metals New Year's masterclass. If y'all want it, reach out. It's a donation. All you got to do is donate. I'll send you the video. Why? It shows you exactly what to buy, what the markets look like, what to look for. I'm not playing in this market, because once that come crashing down, and it has to, it's called correcting. It always corrects. I will never be a loser. I've never lost in a down market. Not since I learned this. I learned to make everything work, put money to work. You always hear about it, making money work. Well, that's what we do. I'm really excited. Hey, I'm really excited. We have class tonight.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
And my class is finally going to they like, we've been setting up the wallets and getting our technology straight. And today they're going to love it. They get to move some money. They get to take some coin and move it to the left or the right. My question is can you do that without losing? Do you know what you want to put finances in? Do you know how this whole system works, where you take small amounts of money, you build them up, and then you pull it out to make something physical happen for you?
Yep.
That's what education application is. It's not just having. And let's talk about money. What's money for, Mr. Thomas?
Money is a tool. Money is definitely just simply put, money is a tool for you to create the things that you want. It is an ability to feed yourself, clothe yourself. It's an ability to start your savings off. It's seed money. For lack of better, it's just plain old seed money.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't seem to want to understand that money needs to move.
Mm-hmm.
So many people think that wealthy people have a bunch of dollar bills just sitting somewhere stacked up. That's so crazy. Y'all watch too much TV. Stop that. Y'all do. I tell you right now.
There's no money stashed in the wall.
There's no billionaire, millionaire worth cash. I guarantee you. Their portfolio is built on assets that consistently move. If you ask a billionaire what he's worth, he couldn't tell you today. He couldn't tell you at this point, because if he could, he wouldn't be a billionaire.
Yep.
If You could tell me what you're worth today, how much money you have in every dime, because you keep up with all your dimes. You broke. You're poor. Because only poor people know exactly how much money they got. It's limited. It's not moving. I can't tell you what my interest did right now. If you ask me, Miss Ruby, how much money you got, I'll be like, let me go find out. Why? Because I'm not just sitting here on top of some assets. I'm not. And my first, you know what's so funny? The first asset that I owned was my life insurance policy. It cost me, and at the time I had like $100,000. I thought that was it. I was like, oh, I got $100,000 for $30. Paid $30 a month to be covered for $100,000. Didn't know what I was doing. This was back before this was in my beginnings of financial literacy. But y'all tell me, some people y'all can get like, I love it because there's some offers for $250,000. Y'all know what $250,000 is? It's $250,000. Some of y'all can't pay $40 a month, but you pay more than that in streaming. You know, policy can be borrowed against. Your life policy can be borrowed against. But no, I'm broke. I can't afford to cover your debt, let alone your life.
But that's a whole nother conversation.
That's the whole thing. It's part of a conversation, part of a financial conversation you ain't having. You're not talking about how. Y'all click by those commercials that talk about that stuff because right now that's just too much, or you don't believe them. It's okay. But when you can believe that you go to work, get a paycheck, and by the time you get home, it's gone. You even owe over that paycheck.
Yep.
You do agree, everyone does agree they're going to die one day, right? That's an agreement. But you can't believe life insurance. Yeah, my loves, let me explain something to you. We have got to learn how to secure the bag and what that means. It's not flashy, it's not glitzy, it's not big and wide. It is kind of private, but it's consistent, it's steady. And if you guys have heard the whole penny a day doubled, all of that, that's actually an action you can take and that you have to start taking. That's a mindset. It was created by people who understand finances and it got popular, but it's just words for people who haven't taken the time to put that into action. It's called compound interest. And how many of y'all are earning compound interest? Are you earning stable interest?
How many you don't know? Either way.
So let's get started. Wednesday nights, and this is what I'm going to let y'all know right now. So on Wednesday nights, we invite you all to come. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. You're welcome to come into the P2G platform. We have a free, everybody's welcome community action meeting. We are inviting folks. I'm inviting my educated folks who having a hard time with their family members, explaining and breaking it down. They need to be in a community. They don't need to be you don't need to be in their ear. They need another voice. This is just for me to help my friends who have been trying to get and speak to people in their community about this, but they don't get heard. You are not the prophet. You might very well be, but you are not the prophet in your home. So stop trying to be. We're telling you right now, bring them to the community for free. We don't do multi-level marketing, no referrals, and there's nothing to pay. There is only a conversation for what is missing in our communities. All right. Now with that, that's your invitation. Go to P2G Network. Let me get you a little banner here, okay? And that way you guys can know exactly what to see.
You got it?
P2GNetworks.com and go sign up. It's literally a flyer on my page. I have everything we do is a flyer because this is the old website. We're breaking it down. We have a new interactive website university being built currently, and I'm really excited for where we're going. Currently, we are in session 10. Okay, the 2025-26 12-week digital financial literacy training class. We ain't joking out here, y'all. Everything we do, there is a purpose. Every class builds on a different skill, and you take it with you. I let folks know you get what you apply.
Yep.
There's nothing that you don't get that you haven't applied. If you don't apply it, you don't get it. So it's on you how to spend your money. You're going to pay your tuition for coming to class. show up in class, and if you do nothing, you broke by choice. Because we in class making money. Look, since day one when I was doing it for free, people kept, I told y'all, don't show up and watch me get wealthy or watch me stabilize finances in front of you in class. Because that's what we do. Hands on, step by step. How does work? There is a no person left behind rule. Because too many of us have gone to platforms, and this is where I got it from. I go to people class, I think I'm sitting in, I paid my money, we did something, boom, 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 2 hours later, this was amazing, it was awesome, but I can't repeat that.
You forgot it.
Not only that, my notes aren't complete enough. So we get that. You know what I'm saying? Membership changes everything. Replays, learning libraries, access to the community, conversations with folks that was in the same class.
Who got something you didn't, and y'all can compare, put it together.
You got study group. There's Tuesday study groups. Here I go messing up my schedule. Ooh, I'm gonna get you, Maxwell. Anyway, bottom line, there's a lot of resources set up so that you win. You win. We are an education-only platform. I don't sell products. Why? Because I want you to stop being sold products and educate you to exactly how to make a choice. That's why we can't do multi-level. I have some folks that I work with. They do, you know what I'm saying? They do a referral in the whole nine. By all means, please do it. I want you to communicate. I want you to grow. Our community, our movement, and that's what I'm talking about. Brother, yeah, here we go. The brother in the house. Brother Wilson, thank you so much, because he said the movement has to keep going. He's so grateful for the movement. I'm down with that. We are doing what we're doing because it's all we got. I don't know if y'all remember this, but it's not really a Obama thing. It was a life thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a life thing. This is the game we've been given to play, y'all. Oh gosh, I love it. We got so many people coming in. Let me just pop up some love up here. Got you guys some love in the room. I want to make sure I recognize some folks that are in the space. Definitely makes sense. And I get you, bro. I get you. The only way to make it make sense is if we start making sense, make dollars. And if that starts to happen, and that's a requirement on the platform. I got teachers that actually am looking to work with, but you know, is how it works. If your program does not teach someone to actually turn over profits immediately, we can't work with you. I'm sorry. I don't work on building money on other people, you know, other people's payments. If you paying me for something like that, if I'm gonna sell you a product, that's different.
That's correct.
I'm gonna sell you a product, no problem. But if we're just doing this because someone else signed me up, I can't be connected with that. I'm not about building structures. I'm about building your financial foundation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all work hard enough. Everybody, and you know, this is a funny thing. We keep getting pushed back into that. Oh, can we do a referral? Can we get a referral system going? How much do I get for now selling your product?
Yep.
Well, when I give you $5 for selling my product, what you gonna do with it? If you don't come to class, you selling somebody else their freedom for $5. You're gonna go back and do what you know how to do. Guys, we got to get out of this. You got to recognize you're gonna have to pay the bill to get through life.
And, you know, it's funny. Everyone wants something for nothing, and you know, I got it. You know, when every time I sit in one of the classrooms that we do, and I sit there and I watch the people, and I watch them. There are people who when the light turns on for them, that is the most explosive thing in the world, because it's like a newborn baby realizing that he stood up and walked, or she stood up and walked. Because you know, children don't, when children learn to walk, they fall down and they get up. They fall down and get up. When you come to class, you fall down. You have a support system. You get back up. We share this with you, you know. And Ruby made mention of it. There is study hall, there's classrooms, there's videos, there's backup, you know, and you're not in it by yourself.
No, there's one-on-one coaching.
P2G is the level 1 process that you get all you need to do to go up to the next level. And you know, every time I go in there, it's something new. And one of the things you got to realize with technology, nothing stays the same.
Thank you.
Nothing stays the same.
Can't get the same.
You always got to upgrade yourself.
See, one of the things but we get comfortable, and it's time for us to stop being made comfortable. We've got to stop getting sidetracked by celebration. Stop celebrating. You haven't succeeded. But I don't care if you hit this pinnacle. You're going to find out the minute you find out that your top was really the bottom of another height, you're going to be like, I just got here. Well, let's get you out the mentality. Let's start with that. This is Mental Wellness Monday. Stop with the mentality that you did it or this is it. Stop with the mentality that the world is coming to an end, because it's not. It's just changing. And the sad part is you are not comfortable with change. Let's get comfortable with change. That's what we're here for. We are here to come into a space and share with you guys how the world has changed. Mr. Thomas, you have a actual document you want to share?
Yeah, I just wanted to really just get this out. We talk about buying silver and gold, and one of the things that are really relevant. Matter of fact, let me just put it up here real quick.
Hey, you got this. You got the count.
Let me put this up here. Bring it.
You click on it.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you get your water?
No, wrong one.
There you go.
This is a document from Coin Engineers, and they're talking about the U.S. Mint currently. And Friday, either Thursday or Friday, they suspended the purchasing of the Silver Eagle and those numismatics coins that everybody's talking they want to get their hands on because they think they're of higher value.
Yep.
Let me say this, and this isn't to hurt anyone's feelings, but understand me. Silver is silver is silver.
Yep.
All they're concerned with is the weight. And one of the things that you're going to have to realize is that at this time, when silver is in short supply, there's going to be a premium attached to it. Now, I'm not telling you that to scare you off. I'm telling you this is the reality of things. And I'm still telling you that it's affordable. It's affordable. You have to make a decision for yourself. Right here, it says, and I'll read what it says so you can get it. The U.S. Mint has temporarily halted sales of all collectible silver coins and metals, citing sharp increase
and extreme volatility.
Price increases and extreme volatility in the silver market.
And that's the physical.
That's the physical we're talking about.
We ain't talking about these contracts.
The paper market is a whole nother thing. That's a whole. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Right.
These products, commonly referred to as numismatic items, differ from bullion that they may carry added collectible and historical value rather than being sold purely as metal content. Understand me. And you can look this up yourself. And you can go talk to your local bullion dealer. When you're looking to hedge your silver products, they're not talking to you about whether it's numismatic, Silver Eagle, whatever, junk silver. They're saying it weighs this much.
Right.
And this is the value we're willing to trade you for. So I want you guys to really get the understanding. The Mint stopped printing money. Also realize, we talked about it last week, China and Singapore and all the Eastern countries that were China. They said there is a freeze on exporting any gold, any silver products to this side of the world.
Al, what is this? Tell me about this, because you seem to be real harped on this silver, and I want to make sure you clarify something for somebody. Why did we go into talking about silver?
Silver is the most usable form that we can actually. It's the most consumable. It's the most usable. It's most tradable because it's in smaller increments that are accessible to people. It's like, you can't walk around with a 2.2 kilogram of gold talking about, hey, give me some milk and sugar and a couple things, let me shave a little gold off for you. No. But you can go in with a silver coin and say, look, this coin is worth $100. Let me do $100 worth of grocery shopping, and you can exchange gold. You can exchange a silver coin, and feed your family, get gas. I mean, this is why I'm saying this. Silver is actually useful.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a useful product in a lot of things that we use, and we don't even realize it, like car products, people with solar panels.
The entire future of technology is built on.
Very big in technology.
Now let me just kind of jump in here real quick because I want to clean it up.
Sure.
Mr. Thomas is talking about two things: giving you access right now. And I'm telling you right now, whatever you have to find a good source, a solid source. Mr. Thomas, is there more that you want to read? Is there more that you want to?
Oh, no. We're good.
Okay.
I'm coming down.
Okay. So one of the conversations about hard metals, and we're not talking about contracts. We're not talking about trading and what they call it, futures and all of that. We're not talking about that. For anyone who wants to keep, trading, that's wonderful. But if you're trading to raise your trading account up, you're wasting time because your trading account isn't making you money. That's you doing the work. I learned this, I got to give credit where credit is due. In the conversation with my brother Dennis said it, I learned this from him. Along the way, I've always promoted, and we always talked about physical assets. But how these same physical assets are seen in a market are to be used to get you the physical.
That's it.
Because in the long run, you will be susceptible to the fake markets. I hate to tell you this, but if you're in a paper market with silver and gold right now, you own a portion of a promise. As silver and gold begins to move on, you'll be able to make some money. But how many of y'all really need to be able to bring that out to physical paper because the fiat they pay you in is losing value quickly? We just had that discussion. Are we tracking now? Every time you do something with paper, you get more paper.
That's it.
Every time you have an investment with paper, you get it returned in paper. Now, if the paper you get paid out is losing value, my question is, what was the point? Oh, I got $100,000. I made $50,000, but it took you 6 months, and in 6 months, the money that you made actually is worth 10. It's not worth 50,000. It's worth 10. You can spend it for about $10,000 worth of stuff. That's what that means. It's time for us to sit at the table because right now you don't get how they're playing the game under the money, under the surface. All you're doing is waking up and still running the energy on a machine that right there is pulling your energy out, giving you very little back, and making it seem, giving you a good look.
And that's funny. It's really funny that you say they're giving you a good look because it's like, wow. It's like the money machine is like the same treadmill. You're running, and you think you're getting healthier. You're building up you're building up your stamina. But they hold the keys to it. I think this is why we're so big on custody of your own stuff.
Not only that, I feel like most people are missing is that it's not just custody. Custody gives you power. Custody not only gives you power, but it forces you. Think about with children. Think about custody over your kids. The one who has the custody with the children has to learn new things. You are forced to learn how to do new things. Because when you hold something, you don't just want to hold it. You're like, okay, this is important. This is precious. And you behave like it's precious.
Yes.
You educate like it's precious. And you want better for it. Not only that, learning that we got to start figuring out how to make the most of our time. You have to work smarter, not harder. You have to do more with the resources that you have, not actually soak them up through or waste them. But that's what we've been trained to do. Become consumers wasteful, gluttonous. How many people look around their apartment got too much stuff? You wish to God that you could get the money back for this, the money back for that, the money back. How many people are talking about having a garage sale, a beginning of the year garage sale? Seriously, spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning.
You know where those came from? Yeah, habits of gluttony.
Over purchasing.
Yeah. So it's time we got to pull it together. That's why I created P2G with my friends and our community. I created the network so we can start addressing the things in our personal selves and then our households and then our communities that are keeping us back. Doesn't matter if you live in the hood. You don't have to be hood. Make sense? It don't matter where you live. You don't have to be the result of that place.
Nope. It's funny, we always say, and I've heard wealthy people say this. People who live in subsidized housing have all these high-end vehicles, but they don't have a portfolio that matches the cost of the vehicle. And I'm thinking, like, at one time I didn't understand that.
Expensive cars parked in front of a project building or a tenement.
You're driving an IROC, or sorry, not an IROC. That won't be one. You're driving a car that is daily $90,000,
and you're renting your place of living.
Yep. We joke. It used to be a joke when my mom said this years ago, and I thought it was funny. She said, "You never give a woman a bag unless she has the same amount of money to put in that bag to give her." And I thought that was just like, wait, I just bought her a bag, so she got it, so she can put whatever she wanted in it. But the process was, if you can't afford to put the same amount of money in the bag
that the bag is worth, I get that.
Then you ain't worth the bag. You can't afford it. We were laughing the other day and we were talking about, and you showed me this one, guys dating women. I thought it was really cool.
Ooh, that was deep. Okay.
The guys.
That was deep.
I was laughing because it took me a second to get it. And he says, men date outside their price range. And
no. Can I say it, please?
Go ahead, because I think I might be saying it wrong, but I thought it was funny as hell.
This show, guys, I want y'all to hear this, and ladies, I need you to hear this too. Gentleman came on. I was looking at this little meme on social media. You know how we do. So it pops in, and I'm just listening. I guess my phone is running. And I said, the dude said, there's no such thing as a gold digger. He's like, I'm tired of guys talking about gold diggers. And I was like, ladies, that got my ears perked up. I was like, wait, what? All right. He said, there's no such thing as a gold digger. I said, wait, what's going on? Brother said, look, he's like, here we go. You see the lady with the pretty girl taken care of, and she ain't interested in you, or she has certain requirements. She has certain things that she needs to take care of herself. And you call her a gold digger because that's her requirements. He says, no. She's not a gold digger. She's just outside your price range. Not that she's digging for gold. She's just worth more than you can afford. So you're sitting here getting an attitude because you keep shopping for dates and women that live outside your price range. If you want somebody who will go to Checkers or to go get some food like that, or go out and do that stuff, go find those women. But in the meantime, those women have men. There are men who are made for those women. We just keep trying to shop outside our pocket. So my brothers, the next time you going out looking for a woman, I would suggest you shop within your price range.
And
peace and happiness falls in that statement.
And that's the reality of personal finance.
That seriously is. Stop.
We call it budgeting, but look, it is what it is.
Simple as that. Everybody out here trying to play sugar daddy, and you ain't got no sugar. Cut it out. I've said this, and this is so funny because when he said that, I had to. It took me back to a good friend of mine who was trying to do this whole dating online thing, and he kept putting up profiles. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, you getting them girls. I told this to him. This is an older guy trying to date online, and the fact of the matter is he kept putting himself up. Pictures of his friend's boat, his friend's car. He has a rental, not a rental. What'd you call that? A lease. He leases nice cars. And I told him, I said, if you keep putting pictures like that up there, the women that you've been getting are going to increase. If you're really looking for love, or you're trying to find somebody, you're going to have to take down Casanova because you are broke. You know, he's not only broke, he's also cheap. You know what I'm saying? This brother don't like to spend on nobody unless he getting something. So if you're that kind of person, you're attracting baby, what they call them, sugar babies, because you're making it seem like you a sugar daddy.
Yep. And they will come knock on your door.
That came right back to me after that brother said that. I was like, yo, he ain't never lied. I wish we could just get down to the nitty gritty of it all. The nasty of it all, y'all, is step up your game and maybe you could have that other stuff. Get me? Step up your game, because you can't expect somebody to be doing better than you. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to have folks that look like they doing better than you and probably are, and then accept you at less. Don't go there. That's not like. There's nothing alike. And those two, when it comes to financial position, those two opposites do not work.
Never will.
I love all the rom-coms that'll have us believing otherwise. Get off the television and get into life. Handle your business. And when you come to somebody, you start to realize you're going to attract those people. As you begin to move forward with the things that you are doing in your life, you attract the like kind. That will never be a difference. That's actually just, it's magnetic. It's part of science.
It's a mindset.
And thank you for reminding me of that. We keep trying to seek out these. Look, I stopped trying to help people, build a man. I stopped being build a dude, super captain Captain Save a Hole, according to my brother. You know, God bless him. I'm trying to tell you, I've had many names in the past. We stopped trying to save people. You have to step up and save yourself. We created the movement. We created the community. We did not create what do you call it? We didn't create a base of your savior. That's not something we did. I didn't put an S on my chest. This right here is P2G Digital. It's education, financial literacy. Okay.
I want to tell you, I'm going to say this to y'all. I want you to realize when we talk about putting gold and silver away, we mean put it away. It is not a show place. It's not something for you to show off to people. It's a conversation for your wealth.
Just last night we had that discussion, didn't we?
Yep.
That's so
it's not a show off. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's not something you go run around boasting, telling people, yo, I got this. If you know, we say it all the time, when shit hits the fan, if you're the only one with lights on, guess where everyone is coming?
Yep.
So protect yourself. Learn what we're teaching you. Learn how to work and work in these circles so you can understand the basis, so you can protect your finances in the long run.
Someone asked me about that last night and said it a little bit rough. I said a little bit raw yesterday. I said I remind folks we collect silver, gold, crypto, and bullets. Don't get twisted. And she asked, Miss Ruby, you know, I don't see you that kind of way. And I said, why not? If you don't protect what you have and you're not willing to protect what you got and what you build in life, what's the point?
Look,
y'all too busy trying to protect your energy that you don't even protect your own financial future. You're not sitting here putting your life as a first thing and most important. It's not. You've got to be first. You've got to be the most important part of this, because that's what's generating the thing you call life. So
absolutely.
If you don't take care of yourself, the things that and be responsible for the things that you want and create, then put protections in place for them till you're looking to do these things, you're not living. No. You're not even living. And that's something we want to make sure you recognize. Too many people haven't had their aha moment. They haven't had their wake. I had talking with Brother Maxwell. We were on the show a couple of weeks ago. Brother Maxwell was on Wednesday. And it's funny how we both had an aha moment that caused a shift in our life. And sometimes it's someone else's aha moment that brings you to yours. The moment that you change everything, your commitment, the moment that you declare and you start moving, everything starts happening. Let's go.
All right. We're at the top of the hour.
All right. So wait, we gotta see who's in the house, baby. We
Well,
ain't
you know,
that
who we got?
We got Brother Black Casper, Minister.
BC.
Yep, BC up in the house. I have Brandy. Hey, Miss Brandy, how you doing, baby? Welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases. We here, boo. We here. I know some folks. We had some folks on coming from a couple of other conversations. Someone said this is a very good conversation in Spanish. All right, I'm learning a little bit of Espanol. All right, and we have absolutely our brother Ramon Wilson. Hey, Ramon, how you doing, boo? What's up? What's up? We got folks coming in from everywhere because we are multi-streaming today. And we let you know, hop in wherever you get this. Come on in and subscribe. We are now back up on our P2G Networks TV on YouTube. So you can subscribe to the show and hop on in that space, as well as Ruby's Talking Stuff, which is my backup station for all the stuff I'll be talking about. All right. We have, let's see.
Miss Key from
Kay.
Kia, what's happening? Good to see you there.
Miss Kia, thank you. Grand Rising, baby.
And then we got a Gloria John. Thank you for jumping in here.
Gloria Johns, I love it. She said, I like this game. She's coming in from from Twitch. Twitch is where most people stream their games, but we stream our talk show. You know why we stream our talk show? Because the fact is we want you guys to take it to come into the space with this new information. This affects all of us, y'all, on all these technical levels. The digital level is where we at. Where you in it? Are you ready to be a part of it? Are you ready to come alive? That's what Wednesdays are about. Hop on p2gnetworks.com. Go take a look. And you don't have to go clicking everywhere. All you got to do is scroll down. I've decided that I wanted to keep it simple because we're closing that website soon. That's our 2025 project closing. 2026 is you all are going to be invited to the new opening, and all of you will get free platform membership. Everybody. As long as you're a member of this platform, it's free, by the way. It's free for the platform. Hop on, make an account. Say hi. Don't forget. Don't just make an account and not say something. You can talk to our bot. I love it because my bot rings this bad boy here, and I get to talk to folks in real life because we're real people. This is not AI. You may see that background between the back of us, the background of us, but baby, we real people, and this is the real world. We got to start making a real difference. Okay, together. Been doing it.
Fingers out there.
Been doing this since 2018. Okay, ain't playing. When the world started shifting, we stood up and we took up this responsibility to be a part of a movement or to create more of a movement in our area. What will you do with yours? Will you get the information and build? Because that's what we're looking for. P2G is looking to build with builders. If you have a program, a business, or something that you want to get promoted, I told you we Black Wall Street out here. Come on, hop on. Hit us up. We'll send you the invitation for we'll send you the invitation link so you can sign up to be on our Wednesday, Work It Out Wednesday show. Speaking of Work It Out Wednesday, what we doing, Mr. Thomas?
Oh, this Wednesday, we're going to have one of the creators of the Scrummy program. Now, Scrummy, I'm going to be very honest.
It's not a program, it's a game.
It's a game. Me and my wife play it all the time. Let me tell you, Scrummy is the culmination of Scrabble, Rummy, Blackjack.
It's got the energy of Uno. It's got the energy of spades on a.
It's got that barbecue vibe. Let me tell
that's
you.
What's up?
It's got that cookout vibe when you're out there.
Creator of Scrummy. It's like I said, let y'all know this is a melanated creator and her family, and she's been out here promoting it. And I'm really excited to bring her and Scrummy out here because y'all got to play this game, dude.
Yes.
I ain't never had so much fun with words and cards in my life. And I'm trying to tell you, it's time for us to shift the game. Y'all used to this tech. Scrummy will have you put your phone away unless you're using the dictionary, and that's it. Because you're going to be laying out words and be putting people out and the whole nine. Telling people, nah, pick up that whole word and be like, no, you didn't. You play the 500 and you win the game. That's what's up. And
it's amazing. It's a lot of fun.
I'm
really
looking
is.
forward to it. So you guys get to meet Rose Price on Wednesday. Don't forget to hit us up. Be putting up the show. Go over onto P2G Networks TV or go to Ruby's Talking Stuff because we're going to be putting up the live stream for that. Okay, so you'll get to see it live on Wednesday. She's in California. So because our program is so early, we have made it so we can pre-record. You guys will be able to still ask questions in the chat. Okay, we love you guys. We thank you so much, all of you. We got Warren Welsh in the house, Menacing, our brother Black Casper up in the house. That's what's up. Hugs and kisses to all of you. Have a great one, and we'll see you again very soon. Right, Mr. Thomas?
All right.
Bye. Use your skills of texting and make sure you
wake up and rise up in your eyes.
That's right.
Breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday. Work it out.
We got a couple.
I love our team. I love our team.
We got one.
All
right.
Digital finance.
Come on, y'all. Just wake it up. Do it. That's right.
Breakfast with the Thomases, come meet with me.
Peace.